words to get into the mindset of journeying through the void. It was pitch black darkness, so dark he could put his hand right in front of his eye and still not see it. This darkness, along with the dead silence, was almost suffocating. And then he took a step. Silence surrounded him. And then he took another and another, until eventually the light shifted. It was now a soft twilight color, bright enough he could see his own hand in front of his face. Well, that is, if he had a hand. It was only until now that he realized he was completely transparent. Nothing. The light shifted again. It was now a blinding white, but with danger lurking everywhere. The apparent room started filling with noise, not anything that has ever been heard, and impossible to describe. All he could say is that it was slightly humming. He turned around, but soon ran. The space behind him was slowly being destroyed by the darkness, one cracked piece at a time, getting faster and faster, gaining up and almost to a point where it was on top of him. Then it was. The darkness swallowed him whole. He went swirling around, being pushed and pulled all over the place, until he was let go. Collapsed onto the ground, he tried to catch the breath he didn't need until he opened his eyes. Is the song a dream or is it a reality? What does the void represent? The subtle peace and calmness in the beginning of the piece to the intensity at the end? Music allows us to fill voids in our lives. So what does it do for you? We invite you to take your own meaning on and journey through the void. We hope you enjoyed the band concert. Now here's our final piece, Journey Through the Void.
much for attending this evening. I'm going to actually excuse the students by row, but if you could meet your child out in the foyer area, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.